Let's go via then. How dare you?
I also found it cute. And it's the type of cat that I actually like, too. Well, I like all cats, but this is my, like... I really, for some reason, like this cat. I like the stubby tail.
I want him too. Aren't you the guy who told me about showing off? I'm kidding, I don't actually care that much.
I mean, I can send you the money for it.
Nah, dude, you're fine. If I really want it, I would actually buy it.
It could be another Christmas present for you.
Maybe later. Anyways, one second, I'm gonna do a mic test. Am I talking?
Right now?
Perfect, we're good. And also, yes, I meant right then.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, you ready to talk
this
to,
goes faster for some reason, but...
here, one second, let's do the test. Maybe he's like the motorcycle.
Maybe.
Alright, I'm gonna, alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Here, let me catch up. No, we're same speed. Yeah,
okay.
we're same speed.
This goes faster.
I think it's just because he's so big, you think he's gonna move slower, but he moves at actual mount speed. Anyways, let's go, Colby. Talking to him.
Oh, fuck. There you go.
Ah, honored scions. You are free to enter at your leisure. Oh. Maybe we can just unlock the city now. Maybe I was just wrong. As I cannot leave my post. Oh, you skipped through. I'm afraid you must make your way. Should you require directions of the sea, the sentry station at the fountain on top of the steps should be glad to assist you. Well, I was just wrong. Also, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. Alright, well, let's grab that crystal.
Dude, it seems like a far away.
That's fine.
Alright.
Attune to Ethernet.
Ether shard.
I mean, hey, I will happily take being wrong. Because this means we can maybe look at tombstone gear.
Where that may be.
It's up there. You can already see it on the map.
Do we check that out after we tune into this? Or...
Yeah, we're gonna go check out tombstone after we turn in the Ether. Assuming it lets us look.
Oh. Message base has been temporarily disabled.
Okay, so we can't get it yet. I was right. Well, I mean, let's still see if we can look at the tomes. I'm gonna assume we can't look at the tomes then either. I was right about this being the Ul'dah. Oh, this is just a merchant. What are you? Any of these anything worth? No, none of these are anything worthwhile. Oh, here's your collectible appraiser.
Nice, nice.
Oh, script exchange? No, you're nothing yet. That's also not even the tombstones. Splendor's vendor? Okay, yeah, we can't use any of the like important merchants, Colby. So let's just go ahead to the quest.
Okay.
That's kind of what I assumed, but it was worth trying.
Disappointment.
We're probably gonna come here like closer to the end, like maybe 88 or 89-ish. What level did you go to Ul'dah? I think you went to 88 in Ul'dah, right? Or when you were 88 when you went to Ul'dah? I think so.
I don't remember, man.
Yeah, it was 88 because the Vothri trial was 89, so I think it was 88 when you actually unlocked Ul'dah.
Monk powers active.
Hey, Stinian.
Though I have been to Rad's Adhan before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we had best ask for directions from this sentry at the fountain. Lead the way, and don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. Well, that's fine, as long as you're not paying for anything. No, it's hard to hear this, Istinian, but you're terrible with money.
What are you talking about? I'm great with money. I'm the best with money. I'm huge with money. Ah, Mistress Catherine and Master Nerus, I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with the satrap. If you require directions to Megudula, then I should be glad to provide them. The satrap's residence is situated in Dharma, the highest part of Ratzatan. We've literally been there. Why do we need directions? To get there, I ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed, and the Aetherite disabled. As such, I will provide with you an alternate path. First, please ascend to the steps north next to this fountain, then continue left. There will be more steps, and upon ascending them, you will emerge on Paxa's path. Proceed through the large door on the right, and you will arrive in Ruvenda Fibers. Within you will find another sentry who will give you further guidance.
In other words, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I got a new necklace from that last dungeon, and I like it. It's pretty.
Did
swanky.
you? Are you wearing it?
Yeah. It's a Dargon kind of thing. Purple Dargon.
I see the purple. Let me zoom in. Yeah, it is. It's cool. I swapped back to this old, I think, Crystarium dress. I want to say this was Crystarium.
I think this is a guy.
Yes.
Sorry. heading. And now, which voice I give him?
The Grinch.
The Grinch.
Yes, he's wearing all green.
I forget what. I forget. Don't they?
You do it in the sing song of Dr. Seuss. Heading to Megadula. Are you?
In that case, please follow this hallway. To my right, and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing.
Where another sentry should be on. I can't.
On hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend the steps to either side of me, you'll find the workshops of rod and fibers. Though you're free to observe the artisans, take care not to lose your way.
Alright, let's never talk with him again.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly.
Hey yo, if you have an airship, I'm afraid all flights have been suspended until further notice.
So the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That side, we're not here for an airship. We have business at Magaduda.
Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it's quite simple, really. Ascend these steps and then continue straight ahead and cross the bridge. Can't miss it. Sounds simple.
Aetherite.
Oh. Might as well grab it since we can. We just can't grab the actual net.
Big one. The big boy. You now have Aethernet access to the airship landing. Nice.
I'm assuming we're going to be entering Garlemald soon. And the only reason I say that is A, where is it? My one remaining hunt is in Garlemald. 2, we should be heading to whatever our third zone is, which, you know, like our Ilmeg. And I'm assuming that might be Garlemald. Also, you just skipped this.
Skip what?
There's an Estinian dialogue here.
Oh.
If not Garlemald. Either way, we should be going to whatever the third zone's going to be here shortly.
Alright, so... Discuss Dharma. Ah, I remember passing by here with Varshan. The situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to hamsa myself. The meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. Sure it is. I would love to taste some.
Wah, wah. Right, well, now I'm gonna go get that Aether Current. Or Aether Shard. You know what I wish, Colby?
Huh.
If, in, like, the guild stuff and, like, friends list, if any of your friends or guildmates are in a location you have not been yet, it would just put question marks and not actually show the name.
Yeah.
Because I hate whenever I open the free company list to, like, invite and stuff, I see Eric and, like, places I don't know, like, oh, I guess I'll be going to a place called that at some point.
Who's this? Who's this in the bushes? Total deletion. Order. Damn it. It is a creeper.
I see that. How much is the cat, anyways?
20 something bucks. Greetings and welcome to Magduda. May I acquire after your business?
No.
Okay. We are members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Come at the invitation of His Excellency.
Dang it, Estinian.
Ah, of course. We have been expecting you. Thank you. I will show you into the audience chamber. If you would please follow me.
Or you will follow me. Will this also be voiced then, maybe?
Maybe.
It sounds like it might. It sounds like it will be. Sounds like it will be. If it's something to will be. Yeah, this definitely sounds voiced.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
You have.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
One becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude.
Can I have your boundless gil? Thank you. I will.
Cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat Han will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
"'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people."
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies
Welcome to the stream, glad to have you.
Must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydralin to whom you must look for answers.
Of course. Why don't we just ask what's his name? Was he Jormungandr? Jormungand?
Seek you to divine the will of this star. If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort.
Let's hear it.
'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which
Midgardsormr, yep.
'Twas the last bastion of hope.
Midgardsormr, it's been so long.
He believed, so long as Hydralin endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralin does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
The bow.
Prithee, a moment.
What is up, Papa Dragon?
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor. 'Tis thee.
Correct. Midsumgander and I have crossed paths, yes.
I knew it to be so. From man and dragon alike have I learned of thine exploits.
I fought him too. Twice, actually.
'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease. More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Yeah. I mean, it's true, yeah, if I didn't exist, a lot of these people would still be alive. Or not, kind of depending on how things would have turned out. Also, my boy Hashafant. I have his shield, IRL, as a necklace.
Protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Are we gonna be driven mad by loss? Like a little bit? Is that what you're setting up? Who we gonna lose? It's Alphanod, isn't it? He and Yastodel are like the faces of the party. Well, and Alizé.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Someone's gonna die. It's one of you two. I feel like it's probably Alphanod just because we've been with him, way long, because Alizé was barely in A Realm Reborn. Because she was in the Bahamut raid. Well, now we just wait for Colby to get out of the cutscene. Oh, there he goes. So, Colby.
How dare the game bring up back old memories and sad feelings?
You're talking about Hashafont and Monbrita and Ysael.
Yeah.
And then obviously Minfilia. Do they show Hashafont, Ysael, Minfilia, Monbrita? Was it just those four?
And our boy who died.
You mean that's Hashafont?
Ah, yes.
My dude.
I don't remember the name.
Can't believe I don't remember the name of our boy. Also, so which Scion do you think is definitely gonna die this expansion? Based on what that dragon just said. My bet is on. It's gotta be Alizair Alphino. It's gotta be one of them.
I say it's either Estinian or what's the other boy's name?
Thancred?
Yeah. Oh no, not Thancred.
Graha?
No, not Graha. Estinian or our smart boy, the astrology boy.
Oh, Urianger?
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be Alphino, Alizair, or it could be Graha, or it has to be Stola. Alphino or Alizair, because we're dealing with their father. They're the ones that came into the room, and they're like the face of the Scions.
I say Estinian because he is, he's being all broody and like, oh.
Well, that's just Justinian.
He had his whole expedite by himself before in the other expansion.
I say it could be Y'shtola just because she's like the face of 14 at this point. So she could get murked. And then Graha because, you know, they just brought him back. It was like this big thing. They could just take him away again.
What's the one with the cat hoodie?
Creel? Or Kryl, I guess. Because I just heard it pronounced yesterday.
It could be Kryl.
It could. Because the whole Highland connection.
Yeah.
During the cutscene, I called out, why don't we just talk with Midsomgander again? We haven't seen him in a while. Did he die and I just don't remember, or...
What choice did you make?
I think it was whatever the top one was.
I chose the second one where it's like, I have not spoken to...
Oh, okay. I said we crossed paths.
And he says, yes, him not talking to you is the greatest sign of his approval.
Ah. Well, I still want to talk with him. He was a cool dragon dude. Anyways, Alizair.
So, what were you and... I forgot. Vitra talking about?
I guess we're not going to tell her.
Nothing. Very well, if you say so.
I would have been blatantly honest.
The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them, shall we?
Sure.
Oh, after I talk to your brother. And he gives us some Archon bread, or Archon loaf.
Which is the very bad bread.
The attendant was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let's return to the Mulberry Orchard. Sure, bruh. Shadow of the Destroyer. What? Oh, you switched.
I switched to Reaper just so I could teleport to catch up, then I hit the wrong button, which slowed me down again anyways.
How dare you?
I'm on.
From here, we're supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberries.
You're a mulberry. Aw shit, you got me, dog.
I remember.
By the way, y'all, just so you all know, there will not be a stream on Friday. Or at least not one with me and Colby progressing. I might do something in the morning or just me fucking about on a different class. On PC or something. Because I own base game on PC now, and then I'm going to get Endwalker at some point in the future, maybe if I like playing on PC. I'm on it.
Where the street turns into the door straight ahead and then descend the steps. I thought the Crystarium was confusing, but it doesn't compare to Radzat Han. The architecture and decoration make it even harder to get your bearings.
Honestly, the Crystarium
Anyway,
wasn't even that bad.
No. Anyway, let's see where this door takes us. Oh, it takes us down some steps.
Oh, Gary. Oh, Gary. Gary, there are 3 minutes until the cookies are done. Thanks, you.
And here is the Aetherite Plaza. So far, so good, and there isn't much further to go. From here, we just need to cross to the other side of the hall, then pass through the larger 2 doors. The Crucible lies beyond. I suspect the others have already collected the warding seals. Come, let us join them.
Jalzama. There's Orange and Thancred. Hello, Alizé.
Well, last, of course, but at least we found the place. Your place.
Endwalker theme pog.
These are the talismans
Voiced.
we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for.
That's nice.
Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
I mean, it's been a day.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations.
Oh, I was right about going to Garlemald.
Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
I want to go too. I want to see their reactions about how
Pray
awesome
allow me
we
to
are.
undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
At least send me to Ishgard.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
I want to speak to Amaric.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Dang it, I want to talk with Amaric.
Please, I must speak with you.
Alright, it's you. What's up?
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Yet who hath truly saved whom?
Oh?
Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true?
Yeah.
Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Nope, I'm glowing. Or is that, the scale? Oh, it's the flower. It shows emotion.
Look at that. Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there?
It's the flower that shows emotion.
How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory.
Let's hear it.
Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Us foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities.
That's fair.
That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I became an Ashen for a bit. It was pretty cool.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research.
That's fair.
Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
It's all good. It was interesting. Interesting theory.
You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Yeah. We could use that maybe later. I don't know. Use the power of hopes and dreams to defeat Azrael. I mean, Fandaniel.
Shall we depart for Sharlayan then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
Sounds good, my man.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
Going to Garlemald. And unmute. I mean, it sounds like I was right about the Garlemald thing.
I was half expecting for, what's the guy's name?
Van Daniel?
Yeah, I was half expecting Fandaniel to be up there when it panned upwards.
I'm sure we'll see him again here shortly. What are those quests? Leves, and then... That specimen came from the moon, level 83? Like, I'm gonna go look at that quest. What the fuck is that?
It came from the moon.
And we can't grab it yet because it's a level above us, but... Oh! It's the next hunt board quest, looks like. Yeah, 'cause it's this chick. That makes me assume we go to the moon by the 83 quests. Well, that's entirely based on assumption. We're going to the moon, lads. Are you already up here?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm on my way. I'm running up to the building now. I'm about to get on the stairs. Hello, Kryl. It's good to be back, and with the fruit of our labors safely in storage. For now, though, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. I was sad. I was during the cutscene. I was like, all right, I call him Eric. Let's go to Ishgard. As Thancred suggests, you should get some rest in the meantime. Oh, are we doing the thing where we go to the inn room at the end of every section of levels? I'm down.
Yes.
Can I see my boy Ardbert? I want to say you voiced her.
It was him.
Okay, well, I want to say you voiced them.
Welcome back, Nerus, Catherine. Kryl has apprised me of your recent accomplishments. What an amazing feat to eliminate a tower and pave the way to deal with the rest. While it isn't much, I've changed your seats and plumped up your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing in a nice clean bed after completing a major milestone. Milestone?
Yep.
Be it penning a thesis or defeating deformed entities.
By the way, Colby, I had a question.
Huh?
At some point, now that I have a good laptop, do you ever want to try Final Fantasy XI?
I don't remember what that is. But
That's the other MMO that has like a bunch more classes.
I don't know, maybe.
Because I'm thinking of trying it at some point again, because I haven't played it since.
We could also play Minecraft.
True.
So would you like to take a look at your new and improved lounging now?
Yeah, I'm down with Pog. Let's go.
I want to sleep on this plump pillow you fluffed for me.
Yes. Show me Ardbert. Show me Ardbert. Show me Ardbert. I know he won't be here, but show me Ardbert.
He's inside of us.
You know what else I'm waiting for?
Huh.
More of an explanation about that second we turned into an Ashen.
Yeah, I know, right?
When we became the, Azum? Was that the name? Azum?
I don't know, but it's like they don't bring it up ever again.
Alright, we're muted. Alright. soon as I heard the voice, I was like, leaving voice call.
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you?
I have not.
We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Let's see what you got. Ooh. Dude, that burger looks tasty, though. Same. I want that burger.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Sharlayan cuisine is not to his liking.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
That's fair.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Sharlayan feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor
Such as the
Estinian,
Boiger.
beset on all sides.
Boiga.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you recently played literal host to Hydaelyn herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done.
That we know of.
If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Hydaelyn instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
That would be the process of events, yes.
'Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed, and in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
Boiga.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely.
Rip.
And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
You're not gonna yoink it?
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
True.
Oh.
True. I like this cutscene. I like these, like, slower moments where everything's, like, nice. It's one of the things I really love about 14. I wish frickin', you know, WoW had. Am I gonna see Estinian, like, the moon? We're going to the moon, boys. We pushing on until dawn?
I'm not that ambitious. But 'tis pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
Agreed. No. Wholesome 100. Now for less wholesome. We're going to the moon, boys.
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
True.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is... equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
He says, knowing I will destroy him.
wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too.
Sure.
Yes. I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Alright, time to rejoin the call. There he is. Welcome back, Colby.
Hello. I enjoyed that part where she snuck the pickle onto his plate.
I did too. Dude, that burger looks super tasty, though. Let's be real.
I also enjoyed when she took the cookie
and then snapped it in half.
I also enjoyed the ending where he found out about the pickle and looked at her immediately.
Of course, Estinian refused to party with us.
Yeah, because he be edge boy.
I really enjoy those like slow moments though, where it's just like peaceful and talking. Those are nice. Yeah. And then, you know, we had Xenos and Fandaniel monologuing at each other.
Yeah.
I'm still unsure. I feel like Fandaniel's the bigger, like, actual threat, TBA, it feels like. But I can't feel him as the big bad. Because he's just so uninteresting so far.
That's the point. The villains have to be... The main villains have to be uninteresting. So we would not expect them.
You say that, but there was Emmett Selk. There was, frickin' Stormblood. I guess Stormblood's big final villain was, I guess, Xenos' father.
I guess.
It was less him specifically, because we never actually fought him in the story. But, yeah. Or no, I guess Stormblood would have also been Xenos. But, yeah, I liked Xenos. Either way, you ready to talk with Cryo? Goalie.
Yeah.
Where are you? What are you doing? There you are. Oh, we get new weapon. 525, so I'm finally gonna replace my artifact weapon. Or relic weapon. Oh, there you are. Feeling refreshed, I hope. I was about to make my way to the studium, as it happens. Wanted to try and speak with Scholar Montacagne, and thank him for coming to our rescue in the Rostra. As it turns out, he'd come here to see us following the hearing, only to find that we'd already departed for Thavnair. Knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the cud with his former students. Since we're still waiting for you Stoll and the others, I thought now would be the perfect time to pay him a visit. Care to join me? Sure. Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too, assuming Elfenod can tear himself away from his new toys. I'll let you ride the troops while I go ahead to the Feminon.
Considering my recent impropriety, perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studium for a time.
That might be for the best. If the others should return, tell them that we will not be long. Hey, Ul'dah.
Heading out for a stroll?
Raza, Raza.
The Skullark himself was here. In that case, what are we waiting for? I too am eager to see him, though. I am somewhat dread the thought of visiting the studium. I dare say our notoriety precedes us. Notoriety. Elfenod, of all people worrying over his reputation and that our alma mater, no less, will wonders never cease.
What's funny is I never call Alphino by the same name twice in a row. I'll randomly call him Elfenod, then I'll call him Elfino, because I can never remember which ones are right.
You'll understand soon enough. Off we go.
Dude, Elfino grinded Sage so quick.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm just gonna do this. Hey, Colby. There's an Aether Current. Or, Aether Shard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that voice, I'm gonna turn auto off. Dude, that's a jazzy beat. I was right. Here it is, the phenomenon. Well, I expect you've made note of it before. One can hardly miss it. This is the first time you've been here on official business, correct? I don't know, all these buildings look alike to me. Well, most of the space is taken up by the expansive auditoriums, it also has numerous laboratories, testing grounds for experimental magics, and a host of administrative buildings and so forth.
As the center of what would later become the studium, it was established to promote the study of etherological phenomena, hence the name phenomenon. Though with ether being fundamental aspect of nature, its scope expanded to include every conceivable facet of life, and even the universe itself. And then, in the 432nd year of the 6th astral era, phenomenon was decreed complete, and the studium officially opened as a place of learning. With a long and storied history, it is without question the world's leading authority in etherology, the arcane, the occult, astromancy, and countless other fields, standing around as...
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Charlian's foremost educational institute. Beat ya, bitch.
Yes, we know what you're gonna say, brother.
You always did enjoy giving the grand tour to new students.
Indeed, I've long since lost track of how many times he has recited that same fopopus speech, such is his undying love for his old stamping ground. He was in top form back then, youngest to enter the studium, graduated with highest honors in magical arts and etherology, undisputed champion of the debating chamber.
Hold on, you both joined the studium at the same age, yes? And from where I stand, you're equally prodigious scholars.
Nice of you to say, but Alphinaud actually entered half a year before me. Nor did I do well enough to graduate with honors, and I am certainly not the Studium's most notorious master debater. In all respects have I ever been in his shadow. If nothing else, just remember that this was where the legend of Alphinaud Levier began.
Welcome to the stream, glad to have you.
We should expect everyone to be fully aware of our recent escapades. Hopefully we'll be somewhat more than we were in the last stand. I know better than anyone the adoration the student body has for Alphinaud, and with a bit of luck, it might work to our advantage.
Definitely won't. Well, there's no time like the present. First things first, let's look for Scholarch Monteconge. Other faculty tend to frequent their offices, but unfortunately for us, he's fond of wandering wheresoever his whims take him. Let's split up and ask the students if they've seen him. Alright, sounds good.
Here, here.
Hey, can we go check on Americ? I want to go talk with Americ. You want to be the excitable student?
That was Alphinaud Levier, wasn't it? The Alphinaud Levier? And he's with his sister and Master Baldcian's granddaughter? This can only mean one thing. An event of shattering proportions is fast approaching. Spread word!
No.
Sorry, you said you're looking for the Scholarch, yes? Knowing him, he could be anywhere, but Miss Alipo should have a better idea.
Alright, well, let's go talk with Miss Alipo. You lost? Wandering off the street, perhaps? Wait, don't tell me you're a trainee gleaner fresh off the guild ship. I'm right, aren't I? Oh, how silly of me. Orientation's in order. Allow me to bid you a warm welcome to Searcher's Meet. Let me start with the question. What is the most important thing you'll find in the studium? It's myself. That's right, the books. What's the second most important thing? Why, that's simply everything else. That's what we deal in here in Searchers Meet. Wherever the students or tutors find themselves in need of equipment or materials, they come to us. If we don't have it in our stores, we send the gleaners off to find it. Honestly, you won't believe some of the requests we get. Eye of Palsa, this. Tongue of Giganto, that. It's enough to make your hair stand on end. Which is probably what some of our students are trying to accomplish. This being a school of magic and all. As a newest gleaner, you'll have your work cut out for you, but I think you'll find it quite rewarding. I mean, I've tracked down many miscellaneous knickknacks in my time, but I am definitely not a gleaner. So what you're telling me is, you're not a gleaner? Yeah, that's exactly what you said, isn't it? And you're looking for a Scholarch? I'm afraid we don't have any of those in stock, but I can... Oh, you mean him. He was here, but now he's not. I did speak to him shortly before you arrived, though. He said he was on his way to the Maker's Meet. Go back the way he came in, and you'll see it on the opposite side of the entrance. The laboratory of sorts, home of many rare and expensive curios, not to mention alarmingly frequent accidents. If you lose your way, just follow the blood-curdling screams. Ha! And just time to take all this way out of you. The Scholarch has probably already left. Best of luck finding him. I'm sure I've got a feeling you'll need it. Alright, cool, bye.
Yes, the Scholarch was here a short while ago. He offered me advice on my current research project, you see. Though we spoke at length, I don't recall him mentioning where he was planning to go next. We parted ways and went down the corner, perhaps to one of the auditoriums. Yes, my project. It involves the evolution of shrimp, you see.
Found him.
Yes.
Hello? Oh, voice.
I remember you.
Leave voice chat. Boop. So it's just us, dear viewers.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galef and Louisoix in a less dour setting. But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student.
You are correct.
Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
I am tempted to ask. I saw that wink. I'm down.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried.
Enchantment.
Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic.
Never mind, not enchantment.
As such, those entrusted with this duty
Oh, I was right.
bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Oh?
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into three forms. Two are of the incorporeal sort, the soul and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Talking about incorporeal, so soul, memory, and magic?
Not entirely inaccurate, but nor is it the answer I was looking for.
Oh.
That would be Corporeal Ether. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it.
Okay.
Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The original Warriors of Light. Come on, guys, that's it. That's the original Warriors of Light.
The seventh umbral calamity.
Yeah.
The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea. For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve, rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew.
The reincarnation.
Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form.
Yes, a reincarnation.
Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable. Well, I think that's enough education for today.
now that I've given you some food for thought? Or rather, an entire banquet?
Cute.
I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend.
Nice.
Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
Don't laugh at me, I'll laugh at you. And here's the important part. Oh, so is that, yep, that's, level 80, like, crafting and shit. Anyways, here's the important part. New weapon. Does it look good? So I'm gonna assume it's an upgrade, yeah. It is sadly an upgrade. I know it does not look good, but the nice side is I can do this. Now I'm level 117, or 517. I just gotta wait for Colby. Look at his weak baby gear, except for these 530s. Those, super outclass my shit. Must have gotten those in the dungeon. Lucky bastard. It doesn't show armor level drops, does it? No, it doesn't. He is taking his time. Is that? Dude, I like the wind-up Titan. I like that. There's my classes, if any of you are curious. My blue mage spellbook. Don't have a whole bunch in it. Oh shit, we got a new title. Mages. Nice. God, the Endwalker theme is a bop. And you cannot tell me otherwise. Dun 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 dun. Okay, good to know. Don't want to know that. Swap in chat. Alright, thanks. Thanks, chat. So glad, in-game chat was there. I like half time to swap back to him to, like, stop it, but that'd be kind of rude. There's it. Cool. Alright. It looks fine now. Alright, now they're still talking about it. I just kind of want to see other people call him out on it. How do I filter out? There you go. How do I filter out log details? Oh, here we go. Boom. Take shout out. Apply. Alright, now to rejoin. Hey Colby, just a heads up, don't read chat. Colby, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, switch off of general chat or mute shout out of it, but that's a lot of steps I don't think you're gonna want to do. So swap out of don't show general chat. Because dude just posted a spoiler in it.
Alright.
And I fucking read it and I'm angry about it. Now, it's something I already guessed, but I'm upset that I had it confirmed for me.
What were you guessing?
Well, I'm not gonna say, I don't want to spoil it for you. Anyways, you ready to talk with Kryl?
Yep.
Yeah, so I just made a shout so I can no longer see that chat in my chat at all. Next we're getting chest.
Nice.
Well, that's giving much to mull over. I feel as though we've one step closer to understanding this form's true motives. And the mysteries of life itself, for good measure. It's funny. I came here with the intent of expressing my gratitude. I want to leave more indebted than before. I have a feeling his friendship and support will be a great boon to us in the days to come. And on that note, let's head back to the annex. Perhaps on the way you could better acquaint yourself with Ki Alipo as the scholar suggested, while I share our findings with Raha. I will not do that, because I'm assuming that is crafting stuff, which I'm currently unable to do. It's the level 80 quest I can't grab, which makes me assume it's a crafting quest. And we can check. Hey, are you a crafting quest? Yep, hand or land level 80. Some dudes need to learn not to spoil shit.
Yeah.
You would think that'd be a super simple and easy concept to understand, but I guess not.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing a bunch of people call him out on it, though.
Yeah.
That felt nice. And that muted shout chat, because I don't want to risk someone else saying something.
I already don't look at chat.
I look at chat usually when I'm waiting for you to finish up through a cutscene if I get out first.
Which will be mostly the case.
Because I load through quicker.
Yeah. I don't. If I ever wait for you, I just look at my moves or at my inventory and or other things that don't have spoilers.
Anyway, you ready to talk with Graha?
I'm already halfway there.
Okay, you're still loading. Oh no, you just... Alright. Well, let me know if it's voiced, because you're ahead of me.
It's not.
Cool. Disable auto. I'm in.
Alright. Welcome back. From what I hear, your trip to the studium proved most educational. While you were away, I received word from our fellow Scions.
Are we going to Garlemald?
Yes, as expected, news of the warding scales was met with much joy. Preparations are now underway to bring the leadership of the Grand Company of Ul'dah and the Eastern Alliance together to determine a way forward. Our friends have asked that we bring the scales in our possession to Limsa.
And Colby.
Yeah?
Just to save curiosity, we'll spoil us someone we're gonna fight.
So the time has come for us to go on the offensive. It's too early to say for certain, but that be the way that the winds are blowing, especially with us. I, for one, can think of no reason to oppose such a plan. But let's see what awaits us in Vilbrand. Yeah.
I'm still sad they're no longer pirates. Let's start by getting the scales out of storage. Give me a hand, would you, Astinian?
If I must.
Hey, you're a fucking big-ass dragoon. You can carry shit. You're strength-based.
I wouldn't be surprised if these were tempered.
Whew. I didn't realize these crates were so heavy. What, these medallions?
Yeah.
I mean, they were just made, so I don't think they would be.
Yeah, but we left them in storage here.
True. I shouldn't complain, though. Vitra and the alchemists of the great work put their heart and soul into each and every one of these scales, so you must treat them with the utmost care.
Are you not coming with us?
Much I'd like to skip the forum's watchful gaze, I have little choice but to stay behind. We're already on thin ice, and if, in my capacity as our official representative, we're found to be consorting with foreign powers, well, you can imagine how well that would go, Morty. I shall remain here and do my utmost to avoid ruffling any more feathers, as I wait word from Master Matoya and our other allies.
With luck, we'll soon have good news for our own to share. The tide is about to turn. I can feel it. To Limsa. To Limsa.
Limsa? That's the place that had a name I really like saying constantly. Porting.
I was unable to teleport with you.
Limsa Lominsa, the lower decks.
The upper decks.
Yeah, and there's the Sage quest. Scoop. Wait, what quest is this? Oh, hey, this is my Gunbreaker one. Neat. Because I had started the Lovelady Gunbreaker quest. Have you done your monk one yet, by the way?
My monk what?
Your level 80 monk quest.
No, I don't know where to get it.
Oh, it's wherever. It's usually wherever your like last actual class quest wrapped up is where like Gunbreaker's picked up in Mordona.
Where.
Do you remember where your monk trainer was?
Yes.
Probably where that was.
Maybe. I don't remember. I actually don't remember where my monk trainer is.
Oh, well. If you want, we can look it up later.
I wish it would just tell me underneath the main quest.
Yeah, it doesn't because they're not technically class quests, I guess, or something. Anyways.
How are we supposed to know that we should do them?
Because you've done them before on your other character.
Or to go for the one from last expansion, the DPS one, but I don't remember where the monk one is.
Ah, I was told to expect you.
Oh shit!
What?
Oh wait, can I just? Oh, okay, good. Never mind.
You absent-mindedly accidentally went forward.
No, it's every time I use my touchpad, it skips text.
Ah.
As you may or may not be aware, the Admiral is at present entertaining the Elder Seer and the Sultana. Three of the most powerful women in the world in one room. Do you need a moment to prepare, or shall I allow you to see them?
Dude, I have literally met all of them before multiple times. Just let me in.
Let me in! Let me in!
This is nothing.
Let me out! Let me out!
This is nothing special at this point. Of course it's not voiced. My apologies for calling you away from the Charlian at such short notice.
On the contrary, we are honored to be, and grateful and pleasantly surprised to be joined by such esteemed company.
'Twas only right that this discussion be conducted in person. We're locked in a war of attrition. Our forces struggle to contain the threat posed by the towers. It is only a matter of time before we are overwhelmed. Victory will only be claimed through decisive action. We have taken the initiative to set the wheels in motion.
It is reassuring to learn we are all in accord. Might I ask what your plan entails?
No, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Am I
Look,
also?
If either of like all the characters for our side, I voice.
Oh, do you voice every single one with us?
Yes, Estinian, Alice, Alphanod.
Alright. It hinges entirely on the warding scales and our ability to utilize their potential to the fullest. During your time in Charlian, the Allied nations have engaged on separate fronts, with no end in sight. To make matters worse, a surge of abductions of kobolds, Sahagin, Ixal, and Ananta have given rise to an increasing number of primals as well. But your triumph in Ratzatan has given us cause for hope once more. The time has come to free ourselves of this menace, and it is you, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have shown us the way. While at the bulk of our forces will continue to hold the Telophori at bay, we will dispatch our finest to strike the enemy's heart, Garlemald. These braves, few will be Ilsabard contingent.
And Gratia there. to think such progress has been made in a short span.
Its objectives are twofold. The first is to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. As previously reported, countless Imperial soldiers and civilians have been tempered. Robbed of their free will, they serve to Telophorize every whim without question. They too are victims, as our duty to deliver them from their suffering, not for strategic or political gain, but because it's the right thing to do. I do not ask that we set aside the decades of conflict and conquest, that we simply choose to forgive and forget. I ask only that in choosing to remember, we do not also forsake our compassion and morality, for without that there can be no recollection, only death without end. Aye, and on that we can all agree. Our second objective is the Colossal Tower that Thancred and Urianger observed at the capital. Though its purpose remains unclear, there's reason to believe that smaller spires are merely a precursor of what's yet to come. Till the Tower of Zot was toppled, we'd failed to make any headway. The same could be said of the Tel'Fori. They have certainly no rush to press further into our lands. I'd wager the spire's primary purpose is to divide and keep us occupied, while they work towards our annihilation. This would appear to be substantiated by Ystola's analysis of the tower's influence on ethereal currents. Based on our observations at the Tower of Zot, the spires siphon aether from our land, consuming it to maintain their forms. However, they draw forth far more than is required for this task alone. The excess of aether remains unaccounted for, but we can be sure it is not being harnessed for our benefit. It would surprise me at the least if they are being redirected to a target spire in the capital. There's a logic in that, regardless, once we have uncovered we'll bring their schemes crashing down along with their infernal towers.
That's all well. But what would you have us do? I assume it's more than handing over the scales and being on our way.
We want you and the scales to join the Ilsbard contingent. Consider it as an official request from both the Grand Companies of Eorzea and the Eastern Alliance. Do you accept? Why are y'all looking at me? You know we will.
Perhaps you should be the one to answer that, then.
Alright.
For honor, for glory, for the people of Garlemald, for revenge against the Tulf.
For the people of Garlemald. You know, I gotta pump up my numbers if I want to be, promoted to President of the World. For the people of Garlemald. Couldn't have put it better myself. Y'shtola, Thancred, and Urianger have already pledged their support and are on their way to meet with the rest of the contingent. They were positive you would come to the same decision as they did. Luckily for all involved, the prediction was correct. Once you have discovered the warding scales, Alamigo, the contingent will embark on its journey to Ilsbard. Ralbon and Lord Emeric, yes, are overseeing preparations, so I suggest you make yourselves known upon arrival. Pack warm clothing, furs and the like. Without it, the cold will do you in before the Tel'Fori as much as draw steel. As for us, we'll keep the enemy busy while you're gone. They're not the only ones who can create a diversion. Now go. Safe for the knowledge Eorzea will be as you left it, or better upon your return.
Yes! As Catherine would say it.
Yas, queen, but I am the queen. Anyways, to Alamigo.
Queen. I'm sad.
Why?
I cannot use my free soda token.
Oh, you can't?
No. They have replaced the machine that allowed me to do that.
What does your free soda token look like?
I'll show you later.
Alright. Hey, Merrick, talk to me.
Oh, you left already?
I would talk to the quest dude. And Merrick's not the quest dude. He just has extra dialogue.
I'm watching this cat fly. Alright.
By the way, does Cat have generic music or no?
Are
you talking with them?
No, I don't think it has generic music. I don't think. Maybe some. I think it has music from the Moogle Forest.
That like. Are you talking about King Moogle's theme?
No, it's like more of a soft Moogle theme.
Anyways, you ready to talk with Raubon?
Yeah, I'm coming slowly.
Will it be voiced or will it? Does not sound like it. It's not. You want to be Raubon?
I think I did randomly. The Wanderers return. You've been busy bringing down the tower and producing the key to destroying the rest of them. You should be proud. Those warding skills of yours are what made this whole adventure possible. Will you and Lord Merrick be leading the contingent?
Regrettably, no. Our role is to organize the various delegations into a cohesive unit. Once we have seen you all off, it's back to the respective posts. We dare not neglect our duties for too long, lest our defensive efforts fall into disarray. And, just between us, there are a fair amount of opposition to the formation of the Ilsbard contingent. The very suggestion that we send out some of our finest troops behind enemy lines to render and aid unto the Garleans has made me rather unpopular in certain quarters.
Can't please them all,
Sadly, no. Though, I do try my best. Truth be told, I'd much rather be at your side, charging into the fray. Alas, I vows my own to fight, where words may serve me better than any blade.
I hate to say it, but Lord Merrick's struggles mirror my own. For the time being, the best we can offer you is the peace of mind from knowing yours is in safe hands. As you fight the good fight in this Ilsbard, and I, the other commanders, will do what we can to convince the naysayers that our chaos is just. Thank you both.
We meet again! I don't know who I am yet.
I feel like it's the orange-haired chick that we fought.
It's not. It's the dude from the... It's Gaius. Word from your exploits travels quickly from what I gather. The protective talismans you obtained led to the formation of these expeditionary force. Oh shit, guys, if you want to come along, I'm cool. You're from Garlemald, that'd be Pog. My contribution on this occasion is but a minor one. That being the information I have shared with Maxima. For the sake of the people of Garlemald, may their fates be on your side.
So you're not coming with us? Strange, I thought you'd have a stake in this.
Die do. The Telophori have laid waste my homeland and enslaved my people. But though every mote of my being cries for vengeance, I cannot be the one to deliver it. My presence alone would place this entire mission in jeopardy. It's true, you'd kind of stand out. I stand accused for murdering Emperor Varys and plunging Garlemald into this chaos. Were I to travel with the Ilsbard contingent, it would give my countrymen ample cause to question our motives. Conversely, those who believe me innocent may instead celebrate the return of a former legatus and attempt to raise me to a position of leadership. further destabilizing the region and complicating the contingent's mission. Whether I am branded a villain or hailed as a hero, I would only hinder your efforts. We will deliver your people from harm in your stead. You know, I'm gonna give you some good vibes, my friend. I kicked your ass many times in the Praetorium.
Yes, many, many times.
For what it is worth, you have my gratitude. You and your comrades have the strength and courage to deliver my countrymen. I am certain of it. Yeah, bog bro. In the light of Gaius's rather unique circumstances, I, instead, will assume the role of your guide. Though I may have defected for political reasons, my love for Garlemald endures. I would stop at nothing to protect her and her people.
We'll see it. Might I ask you to escort our friends inside?
You might even bump into an old acquaintance or two. If I don't see you again ere you depart, may the Fury guide and protect you, all of you. New chest piece. Oh. Ha ha. Ha.
What?
Ha. Ha ha. So Colby, you know my scholar outfit transmog I used for a bit?
Yeah.
It's the same chest piece as that, but just different color. So I was spot on with the chest piece I decided to use. Downside is I don't want to use it anymore.
Well, I don't have to use it because my chest piece is better.
Yeah, because you got one from the dungeon. You got a bunch of stuff in that dungeon. I did not. Alright, I'll just use this then. Equipping my Shadowbringer's chest piece. Glamour.
Because I exchanged the gear at the what's that place called again?
Yulmore?
Yeah, Yulmore.
Oh, it gave 530?
Yeah.
Oh, so you outgeared me because I was in 520s and stuff. What's your item level?
Right now it's my average item level is 520.
Yeah, you out item level me.
I have 510. I still have 505.
Oh.
O'Reilly.
I'm looking at what the reward for the next quest is.
Oh, mystery gift.
Which means mount or glamour usually, or stuff for our house.
Yeah.
The other members of the ill-sparred contingent are gathered in the royal palace. I shall inform them of your arrival, so please make your way inside as soon as you are ready. Alright, I'm ready. Please be voiced. I like voiced cutscenes. Guard! Hello! The remaining members of the Scions, your friends, and most of the ill-sparred contingent await you within. Would you like me to see you in? Yes. Excellent. Hopefully it's voiced. I agree. Please be voiced. I like voiced cutscenes. It sounds like it could be voiced. It is. Oh, I see Lise. I see the black mage trainers. Is that the bard class trainer?
Join us. I hope you don't mind, but we went ahead and started without you.
So it's a bunch of the class trainers.
Our traveling companions were
or job trainers.
Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled for a single purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald.
Oh, there's Link Rogue.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia.
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have faith that, if there is a way to resolve this conflict, we will find it.
Nod.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention.
Alright, who can I recognize? Yes, that's Bard. That's Thaumaturgy. Lisa and White Mage. Because the Conjurer was the other brother dude. That was the White Mage.
Might I ask you to speak first?
Or at least one of the White Mages. Yep, you're Seed Seer's younger brother.
I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer.
Yep.
We shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurer's Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort. Of course, with an experienced white mage such as yourself accompanying us as well, those requiring more involved treatment will be in safe hands. Raya O sends her regards, by the way.
I have a lovely, Catherine's level 80 of White Mage, if you're curious. White Mage is my healing class. Hey, Rogue! Wait, no.
Wait, I know you.
I don't know if I do. I don't recognize.
The name's Sicard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I'd rather you had forgotten.
Were you the pirate dude that you got shot?
The Admiral asked Captain Hilfear to send his best, and for whatever reason, he picked me.
I think you are. You're the dude who almost got shot.
Of course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody execution.
Yes, okay, you are.
My reputation's taken enough of a keyhole in as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but a promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do. Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy. Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got fighters of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly raring to go. But then again, so are we. The most dependable warriors of Ul'dah
Pippin.
and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest. If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow.
Will they recognize me?
That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Terrapin and I will be leading from the front.
Well, the Black Mages will recognize me.
It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield.
From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the Avatar of Destruction.
Same.
With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
Yes.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself. Our experience fighting in ice and snow will prove invaluable in the days ahead. Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabad contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission.
I did not very much level
Their knowledge of
machinist.
Imperial Magitech is sure to be a
I
great
think it's at
boon.
70,
They will
60.
address any problems of a technical nature together with the smiths of Limpsa Lomitsa.
I got very bored of it.
There is another awaiting introduction.
Oh? Is that my boy? It is my boy!
Ah, yes. Emanelaine de Forton, at your service. Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it, actually. My brother, in his infinite wisdom, decided this would be an excellent chance to make something of myself. Oh, and fight for world peace and all that. But, should the opportunity arise for a spot of ballroom dancing, I will be your twinkle-toed gentleman of light.
Good for you. I dare say, your fancy footwork may be all that stands between us and certain doom.
Huzzah! I cannot wait to regale Honoroi with my tales of daring do.
I love this. I love this so much.
I believe that concludes introductions to the Grand Company of Eorzea. Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Is it going to be Lord Hain and Yugiri?
Would that be the shinobi of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various Eastern nations. According to Lord Hien, however, an equally capable
It's going to be him.
warriors has been sent.
It's going to be Hien. It's going to be himself.
Out of my way, you preening fool!
Oh, and orange-haired girl? Oh, it's them. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. My loyal subjects.
Forgive us for coming late. We are the delegates of the Eastern Alliance.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
I'm cool with this.
For battle and blood we come, as a step is sorely lacking in both. No towers befoul our lands, so we marched on those of Doma, only to find them beyond our reach. But now our thirst for slaughter will be slaked. No quarter to the enemy!
I get that.
Sadu Hatun, no. We go to make peace with the Iron Men, not war.
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought are...
Members of the Dalmascan resistance group, Lente's Tears.
And the Bosnian resistance.
Who I helped.
Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, and are particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo. All lands which have suffered the tyranny of the Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless, I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims of the Telophoroi, the common folk of Garlemald. And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
You're more right than you know. For every one of us that answered the call, there were a dozen that refused. Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could blame them? The Empire's always been the enemy.
That's very true. It's hard to differentiate the common folk from the bigger whole.
Fighting and working against and with Garleans, there's no denying the simple truth. They're just people. No different from you or I. They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all. Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders.
And who was surprisingly absent.
Maxima, who stands with us today, tried to reform Garlemald from within and make peace with Doma. So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to put aside their feelings for the greater good. It won't be easy, but we're all determined to make this world a better place.
What lingering concerns I may have had were clearly unwarranted. I agree with everything you said wholeheartedly.
Then we are in accord. Now, let us review our strategy.
Let's.
To reach the Garlean capital in northern Ilsabard, we must cross the central mountain range. Fortunately, Garlemald Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi. As they appear to have seized control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers. From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be blanketed in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities. The vast ice field will afford us an unobstructed view of the surrounding area. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us, so it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
We cannot account for every possibility, so we must be prepared to think on our feet. We will be tested. Sorely tested, I expect. But for our homes and for our people, and a people not our own but in need, we will succeed. Spare no effort in your preparations. Once we depart, there is no turning back.
Let's rejoin voice chat. Are you still in the cutscene, Colby?
Yes. No.
Are you out?
Yes.
Did any of the class people call you out? Colby, Jeremy?
Yes.
Which one called you out?
I forgot.
Yeah, because for me, the white mage said, but of course, your party will be in good hands with a renowned healer of like yourself. because I have white mage at 80. I was sad the black mages didn't compliment me because I also have black mage pretty high. Being what? 76. My black mage is 76. I also assume you complimented the man's dancing because you had to compliment it.
Yes.
He is ready to boogie. Hi, Stola.
Where is he?
Where's who? Well, I will be sitting here in the Stola dialogue waiting. I'm surprised Big Axe Dude didn't try and flirt with any women yet. Saying that they must be his one. Was it maybe like the... no, because I assume Neris isn't a machinist at all. I was gonna say maybe the machinist dude called you out.
Word. Ah, yes, here he is. It was Chuchuto.
Who's Chuchuto?
He was the apprentice of the old man monk trainer.
Ah. Yeah, because I leveled monk on a different character, not this one.
Yeah, and he took over because old man monk dude is old man monk dude. He had to retire.
Yep. I finished the level. I finished all the pugilist stuff. Anyways, let me know when you're at your Stola.
I am.
Alright. Besides the delegates assembled here, the Majar and several other tribes have offered to send troops of their own. Unfortunately, due to their physiology, many would struggle simply to survive in the harsh climate of Ilsabard. They would also likely prove tempting targets for abduction by the Teleferi. All things considered, they could better aid the cause by bolstering our defense here in Eorzea, though their eagerness to do more has been noted. We few shall have to suffice ere we embark. Must distribute the warding scales to our comrades. Care to the honors? Sure.
Gimme.
I'm doing Serena first. We heard it would be cold in Garlemald, so we came prepared. Here you go. Oh, the talismans! We're to keep these close at all times, yes? I will see that no one would places theirs. Before I forgot, I have a message from Hein. In the distant lands and times of strife, together stand, together fight. In darkness shines the light of life. I hope I have done his words justice. Doma, like most of Othard, has been plagued by the towers, yet while he could not be here, he wished to express his shared convictions. By the way, when they said Lord Hien sent not the shinobi but a bigger force, my initial thought was, is Hien just gonna charge in here like, I'm going? And then
this is awkward.
What?
When I talk to her, like my character's like right up to her, like me and her are chest to chest, or her is chest to stomach, and I am chest to face.
Hien and Yugiri labor without rest to unite the people, and with their aid will we keep the enemy at bay. And we of the Steppe and the Eastern Alliance will repay their efforts by ending this war. Yeah, sure, cool. Lucia, because you're the first one I saw.
Warding skills for the Isgardian delegation, I take it.
You are so tall, Lucia. Here you go.
He's only a little bit taller than me.
She, like, I am at her, like, chest.
Many things. These talismans may prove to be the deciding factor in the battle to come. I find myself conflicted by this foray into Garlemald, sent by the Empire to infiltrate Isgard, only to throw in my lot with those whose secrets I was supposed to be stealing. And now I lead a mission to save the countrymen I betrayed. But what a doubtless why. I was chosen by Lord Americ. He would have me put my extensive knowledge and former ties to good use. I will not disappoint him. For the future of Ishgard, Garlemald, and the world at large, I will lead us to victory.
I think we'll call it once we finish this quest, like once we turned in.
Alright, yeah, I got watch.
Yeah. I'm talking to Lise now. Or Lise. That a set of warding skills I spy. Not that I would know what they look like. There you go. Wow, look at these. Even a layman like me can tell they're bursting with aether. All the way to fend off tempering waves? Is that the right term? Anyway, these will give us one less thing to worry about, which just leaves the other mountain of whatever else is waiting for us in Garlemald. Only one way to find out, eh? And nervous or not, I'd march through all 7 hells, but it gave me a chance to put Xenos back in the grave where he belongs. Hey Sickard, pirate dude who almost got shot, how are you? Arr, I hear you got something for us. Yeah, here, take. Yarr, these scales everyone's been talking about. Pretty little thing, ain't they? Reckon they're worth a gill or two when it's all over. We'll hold on to them for now. One more thing, I know what you're thinking. Why didn't they send Eisenhower instead? Buggered if I knew. All the Admiral and Captain Hilfier told me was that they needed someone to help safeguard the future. Here I am. Can't say the guy haven't got a sense of humor. Of course, some of you might be wondering what good pirate is on dry land in the middle of sun and snow, all places. Well, me and my crew will do whatever needs doing. Let's set sail wherever the saying goes on airships.
Skyship?
Hello, my fellow white mage brother. Ruin Senna. Yes? Take.
I need an adult.
So these are the famed warding stones? Enough for me and my men, I see. I myself am especially grateful for the opportunity to visit distant lands. Adventure time. I wish to follow in the footsteps of Master Otoa. Learn all there is to learn of the star we call home. Indeed, that is the primary reason I wanted to join this expedition. To journey outside the 12's woods, much less into the Imperial territory, is a rare privilege afforded a Pajal. Not that I'm taking along to see the sights, the Guardians would benefit from my healing magics. As would our comrades should fighting break out. And also me, Maxima. Do you have a warring stone for me too? Yeah, here.
No. Here you go.
Thank you for this, and for going to such incredible lengths for the sake of my people. Though I have little offer in return, I would impart some advice, if I may. You have been told by many to wear the cold of Ilsabard, and I cannot stress enough about this no token warning. I would shipping specially made warming tinctures. Curse of the Alchemist Guild. Oh, maybe that's what we're getting. Fine center there, no substitute for proper protection. Oh no, it's like soothing. I don't know. I'll leave provisioning of said protection to your discretion. Now let us proceed to the Alamican quarters. While you make your final preparations, I'll have pilots ready for your airships. Maybe we're gonna get like warm clothing as our thing.
Probably.
Get like Alphino and Alize's like jacket stuff.
It just reminded me of the Final Fantasy show we watched. The dad.
Dad of Light.
Sad. Yeah, Dad, like he was sad that he didn't have warm clothes.
Yep. Hello, Alphino.
Just my forehead is that her boobs.
Not voiced.
Oh, hey. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, no.
You just skipped a bunch, didn't you?
No, who's talking first?
Alphanod.
Alright, I had autoplay on. This is our last chance to make ready before we set forth. You needn't worry about Urion J and I. We still have what we wore in Garlemald before. Estidian claims to be quite warm and toasty beneath his armor, and since he spent a fair bit of time up north recently as well, I have no reason to doubt his words. Most of the others will be borrowing Grand Company stock. The rest of you could do likewise, I suppose, provided you're not overly concerned with style.
I am actually exclusively concerned by style.
Yes.
Not to put too much a fine point on it, but I wouldn't be seen dead in one of those ridiculous overcoats. Only had time to find something to my liking. Tataru walks up. I'm gonna assume that's Tataru.
Hark is the cry of the scions in need of a tailor, I hear.
Tataru? I assume?
The infamous Tataru?
There's that smooth jazz again.
Yeah. But how? Mwahahaha! I have my ways, oh yes indeed. You thought you could sneak off to Isambard without telling me? Ha! Nothing escapes my notice. It is I, Tataru! Now you will wear these garments I've made for you, whether you like it or not. Sure. You never cease to amaze me. But why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us? What? No, of course not, silly. It's all in the name of fashion, rather the pursuit of the highest quality fashion. Besides, how can I expect others to wear my creations if I've never worn them myself? Fair point.
That's pretty fair.
I did have one other thing to share. You guys basic. Nah, just kidding. It's Argamosh and Blue Mawada have finally returned from assignments in faraway lands.
I definitely remember who those are.
They'll be staying at the Rising Stone for a while to keep an eye on events throughout Ul'dah. Since they'll be running things back at headquarters, I was wondering if I could lend a hand in Sarlian?
Oh, why not? You can keep Creo company in the Baldesion Annex.
Yes, we'd love to have you there. And I heard Emma Fuss and Blue Moada did a fine job carrying on in our stead. While we were lying comatose with them in charge of the Rising Stones, we've nothing to worry about. My thoughts exactly. Also, while I'm confident you won't go collapsing again, because a certain someone who shall not remain nameless is in a position to transport your souls to another world, if anything similar disastrous were to happen, I'll be well positioned to do something about it. Anyway, I've got a few things to take care of, and then I'll make my way to Charlian. I really do hope these new clothes are enough to keep you warm in Garlemald. It's not much, but it's the only thing I can do for you, other than pray for your safe return, which I will, every day. Let's not keep the contingent waiting any longer, shall we?
Let's make them wait longer.
Here are your winter woolies, handcrafted by yours truly.
It better be stylish, Tataru.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm not gonna use it. But I do like it. It's definitely going in my armoire.
I just gotta change the color.
It might look nice in a purple. I shall check if it looks good in my dye color.
Try on. Enable preview. Stop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna really use it. Anyways, we will call it there. I shall warp to the Limensa.
I shall transport to Charlian.
Well, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you all maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Whenever we play again.
Yeah.
And decide to push story.
What sucks is gonna be I need to charge my phone for tomorrow, like for days, like on weekends. So if you do start playing on your computer, I might not even be able to talk.
Oh, on yeah. Can I even put the woolly boy in here?
I'm pretty sure you can.
No, I can't. I have to put in the actual dresser. I can't put it in the armoire. There it is.
My outfit for Garlemald.
What, the coat?
No, like if I just have any other clothing that looks warm. Which I'm pretty sure I do, kind of. Just wears a beach outfit.
Yeah, so I need some warm clothing. Well, not that, I can tell you that much. Oh, finally, those, like, never actually pop up. That's the whole reason I don't use this, because those things have never popped up. Finally, I'm actually able to see it.
Huh.
One of my chest pieces have, like, armbands.
I could wear the Inferno jacket. Doesn't look as warm as the coat,